Welcome back to the weeblounge. I am Nick, and in this character spotlight, we finally get a new version of Lima. Yes, it is the human edition of Lima. Kinda, sorta. It's the Cinderella human form kinda event, 1-star edition that we get, and in this form, this character is super damn cute. And opposed to the creepy llama thing, I wanted to say something else. But this one's cute. Let's get into it. Okay, now I've already got her at 3 stars. She starts at 1, I got her at 3. I do plan on pushing her to 5 because I have a feeling that this character's rating is going to go up a little bit because this is kind of weird. Okay, plus it's a cute version of the character. I always like human form Lima. The creepy llama form, not so much. This form, cute. I've said that many times. Anyways, this is a complicated character and one that you probably want to control manually as well. Okay, there's not one set of skills, there's 2. All right, so I'm going to try to be as clear as I can with this one. It's complicated. It's to the degree where how Muimi, when she brings out the sword, her skills change, similar to this, but even just a slight more complicated than that. So let's go ahead and get into the skills. While in her llama form, okay, the llama form, the regular form, the creepy, not cute one, okay? This is the skill. Skill number 1, Mofu Mofu Smash. It is a single target physical damage attack. No frills, no thrills, no nothing there. Skill number 2, Mofu Mofu Tackle. It's Fluffy Smash, Fluffy Tackle. That's what it is. Single target physical damage attack and technique point increase. And she does generate her technique points pretty well, especially with these skills. Her EX skill, which goes across the board, doesn't matter which form she's in, increases her physical attack power. If you happen to have her at 5 stars, which I'm working on, will greatly increase her physical attack power. Now, here's the thing. Her Union Burst, if you do her Union Burst while she's in llama form, she transforms into a human and gets a massive attack power, physical attack power increase. All right, this changes. All right, now she's in human form. These are the human form skills. Okay, skill number 1 in human form, Beauty and Beast. It increases the physical attack power and a little bit of technique point recovery. Okay, no attack. Her second skill, Dance With Me. It greatly increases the physical attack power of all allies, and the higher Rima's attack power, the higher the buff will be. Okay, this almost seems like she turns into a support character. Kinda, sorta, I guess. Alright, now her Union Burst while in human form is Beyond Your Dreams. It is a large single target physical damage attack, and it is hurty. Okay, it actually hits pretty good. This is why I want to take her to 5-star, because I have a feeling that if you can somehow manage and manipulate the transformations and everything properly, this could be just deadly. I mean, she could probably put out like a really big amount of hurt. She's only rated as an A character, but yeah. But here's the other thing. Okay, when she runs out onto the field, if you remember, the whole magic apple thing, she eats the apple, turns to a human form. When she runs out into the field, the first action she'll do is eat an apple and turn into the human form. You don't have to use the Union Burst to get her there. Runs in, eats apple, human form, and if it's a multi-round fight, at the end of each round, she transforms back to Lama. Okay, back to Lama. That sounds weird. But then again, at the start of the next round, you'll whip out another apple, transform it back. Okay, it's the same pattern. She eats the apple, becomes human at the beginning of every fight. At the end of every round, she will transform back and then rinse, repeat. So, I'm getting a headache right now already. Okay. Let's get into combat. I'm going to do this manually. I normally don't farm the spear over here manually and everything, but I'm going to do it manually because I'm trying to help. I really am. It's a confusing, cute character that could potentially do a lot. I really think that they're giving her like an A rating, but I really think if you manage her abilities properly, it could be an S tier character. And depending on timing and skill, maybe even like SS tier level buffs, but I'm still experimenting with that. As you see, she came in, she ate the apple, She's dancing around, twirling and everything, increasing her physical attack power. Now, if I ignore her Union Burst right now, eventually that buff will wear off and she'll go back to being a Lama form. It should happen like really soon here. And poof, she's back. I'm going to do her Union Burst. Union Burst puts her right back. That's that. But the thing is, as soon as she attacks this stupid little diaper-wearing demon thing, transforms back because that's the end of the round, comes into the next. Boom, she's going to eat an apple right off the bat, transform. Now, if you hit the Union Burst while she's in this form, this is what you get. Happy Human Lima. That does some pretty decent damage. That's really decent, actually. Now imagine if I had her at 5 stars, get that extra EX skill, and then a little bit better equipment. I got her at 19, she got a rank to go. It could be even better, right? And plus all those buffs that she's throwing out, I mean, it just seems like it's really good. See, that did even more. That's almost 400k on her own, because she's buffing like mad. When she's in human form, she's buffing like mad. But if I let it go to where she goes back into Lama form, then she loses all those. She stops doing the buffs and starts doing the damage. Okay, so I'm going to let this expire here because mushrooms are all kind of crazy. Should expire pretty soon here. Right about nowish. Yep, there we go. Right, she goes back to there now. Now instead of support, she's going to start doing a lot more attacks. And look at that, the damage is actually pretty good. All right, but we're going to we got to end this with a human Lima. There you go. Because human Lima's cute, other one not so much. I got this weird problem with like Lima, Lama version. Human version is so damn cute, and this version just it creeps me out. It really does. The human version, so it's like a give and take now. I like this character half the time. I guess I should say that. You know, it's oh man. But that's Lima in a nutshell. If you keep her in human form, her skills don't do any real damage, but her Union Burst will. She's busy buffing the crap out of everything, basically. If you get her in Lama form, she's doing DPS and not really buffing much of anything. Okay, nothing. So it's almost like, what do you need? You know, do you need the buffs right away? Do you need the damage? You know, what do you need? Because after she gets done doing all those buffs, and if you let her expire, I guess, to Lama form, she starts doing some pretty good damage. Like, significant. But then you start losing the buffs. So it's like this could be a DPS character. This could be a support character. It could be a mix. It's like the only character I can think of that you really do want to take manual control over. Leaving her do, if you leave her do auto, all right, she's going to stay in her human form most of the time, constantly buff, and eventually, you know, just keep popping off her Union Burst and doing damage. Then when the buff wears off, she'll transform back and keep going. Okay, that's what happens if you keep her in auto. If you keep her, if you do it manually and don't do her Union Burst, well, initially she transforms regardless when she enters the field. She'll do some buffs, she'll transform back to Lama, and then just start doing regular physical damage attacks and won't do anything else. So, I guess I do like this character. It's a little bit more complicated than usual. She can potentially fit in multiple different groups. She's not going to be a PvP character. That's definitely not a PvP character, even though she could put off some good buffs and everything. But still, I'm not thinking PvP. But in terms of PvE, if you use her right, I have a feeling her rating's not an A. I have a feeling it could potentially be like an S to an SS level buff character. But it's manual control, and it could be confusing as hell. I still have work to do with experimentation on this character. And in human form, I like to experiment. It's fine, but the transformation thing, no, that's what I'm going off track. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Are you guys going to start working on her if you're playing over on JP? Because I really, really rushed a lot of stamina, and I used some jewels to really push to get her to that 3-star and to get the little amulet thing or whatever, so I could bump her up in rank and everything, because I don't have the resources to do that manually, and it'd be dumb of me to waste it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this character. I really want to experiment on it. I think this character is better than what the sites are saying, because I can see the potential in the back of my brain But getting it out front is being hurty. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.